So, hello and welcome back to another playthrough of River and Salas 4. Of course, playing with the Anbennar fantasy mod again. As mentioned, it's also very obvious what I'm gonna play. After all, it does say in the title, usually. And maybe you have found this video just through that. But anywho, let's get going. Last time we finished up with the Magisterium. We're playing fairly tall there, and I have the strong feeling that we're gonna play tall again, but that's on a different note. But now, like I said, we're gonna play as the Wood Elves. Right here. We're also gonna play as Sala Elin. I mean, we had a choice between Salamina and Sala Elin. I do prefer Sala Elin quite a lot more. I mean, there's a bunch of a little bit smaller Wood Elf nations in here, but I guess just to get the most out of it, we're gonna start as one of the larger ones, because otherwise we're just gonna... Let's phrase it like that. It's just a little bit... Alright. But before I jump now into this stuff, if there's anything else you want me to play or something like that, just... I guess I'm gonna say that at the start of the playthrough now, because otherwise it will be a little bit difficult to actually react to everything, because after all I do record these 1 week in advance. So if there's anything you want me to play around this whole world, some interesting mission trees and stuff like that, just throw that at me, and I'm gonna take a look at it and say, huh. And that's basically it. But anywho. Now, as the Wood Elves, we do have a few things that other nations don't have. First of all, we are elves. We have not played as... I mean, we only have played as humans yet, and humans do have fairly boring bonuses, depending on their race. So we'll have to delve a little bit deeper into what the elves actually do, and then we're gonna get closer about what the Wood Elves do, and then we're gonna play the game. Let's see if we're gonna start the game before, or if we're gonna let the game run before this episode is over. But here we are. So, we see the Deep Woods. This is all the Deep Woods. This whole territory that we currently have around. So you can see that they have nice small paths here that lead outwards. But here we go. First of all, who would have expected we are long-lived? So I'm not sure how old the elves get, because I have not gotten like a little bit of an event yet that tells me, like with the other races. So we'll see. I mean, we have a fairly shit stat line here. But your name is Starweaver, that's not bad. Okay. Now, first things first, elf administration. We have production increase, tax increase, we lose less prestige. Female advisor chance because we need that. Diplomatic reputation and improved relation, all nice. But technology costs more, and institutional embracing costs more, and spreading, and settling is also very difficult. Settling is probably not gonna be interesting to us, because there's nothing around really to settle. The mountains will be settled by themselves, by all of the nations there, so... I guess we can ignore that one, but the institution embrace and the technology is gonna be something we feel later that we have to spend more. Oh well. Elf military, there we go. The elves are, well, there are not many numbers of them. See, the manpower recovery speed and their recovery speed is down, but our ships are a little bit better. Reducing war exhaustion is gonna be a little bit more expensive, but here we get to the big stuff. So army tradition and navy tradition decay is reduced by quite a bit, and we get 15% discipline, which is just hilarious. So we're gonna go full quality with these boys. Then of course reinforcement speed, stuff like that, and then trill gain modifier and regiment trill loss, and movement speed 25% is also really good. So I feel like the elf military is really strong. I mean, of course you have to take a little bit care of your manpower, but otherwise you get decent enough bonuses. Alright, but that's basically all over what the elves do. I think they're also not mages automatically. No, they're not mages automatically. Alright, then the important thing, the Verdant Pacts. You see, there's all of these bastards around here in the forest that have invaded, I assume. All of these orcs and some goblins, I think. And then the elves said, you know what, fuck you guys. And they made a pact. But that basically links all of the Wood Elven territories together. We get more diplomatic relations to have all of that working. Years of separatism and liberty desire in subjects is also down. That's gonna be important later on. And the thing that we're now currently gonna do is we're gonna conquer this territory, because you see there are like these little bubbles here. And there's basically there's an elven nation for each bubble. So we're gonna conquer our bubble, and then we're gonna help the others conquer their bubble. There's also some nations that are some elven nations that are completely gone, but they still have their cores. For example, Salascota or Scoffa or something like that. It's Elvish, I have no idea. It's gonna exist here. So that means if we conquer that, we get an event where we release them as a vassal, and then we can do the stuff. And this is gonna be our first mission after we've conquered our own stuff. We want to get all of the elven nations released, because that's gonna be important later on. Now, I'm not sure how long the Verdant Pact lasts. I think it's until a certain amount of territory has been regained. So we're gonna work on that. We also are just a feudal nobility, so nothing special there. See, there we have all of our current allies. All of these elves, they exist. Getting a decent amount of money. We're gonna send you to the Deep Woods right away. Technology ideas. Attrition and hostile cooperation on us. Alright, I mean, it's decent, but nothing impressive. And the later stuff we're not gonna really care about too much, because we're gonna change stuff anyway. So, mission tree. Now, all Wood Elves have that mission tree. I feel like I'm just currently completely in explaining mode, but I feel like with this mod you have to explain at least a little bit of what's going on. So, we have a very simple mission tree. Stuff like just have a good friend, have your army and stuff like that, have prestige, be at war with someone, and stuff like that. So fairly simple stuff. But most importantly, we have right down here, at the very last stage, the need to be prosperous, and of course we need to do the missions before that. And that one creates a center of trade in our capital. Now the reason why that is important is, well, because every wood elf gets that, that means that we could create a center of trade in every single blob here. And that is something that we definitely want to do, because center of trades are cool. And specifically because there are no center of trades here currently. So we're not gonna conquer all of our allies after the Verdant Pact has broken. We're gonna try to get everyone to finish their missions. That's important. We also have this one where we need to control the Verdant link. But this one we're gonna come to soon. Now, of course, we have the usual stuff. Then we have the Seli and Unseli ritual. I think it's similar to the karma system of the Buddhist stuff and such. So is it? I'm actually not sure. Well, we just have Fey alignment. We have the Unseli and the Seli. The Seli in that being for prosperity, and so we're gonna get trade efficiency and goods produced. And the Unseli being war, pang, kill. And if we have a large amount, we have two buttons here. We also have more foreign cost creation. Monthly devastation. This one is going to be very cool, especially because with the concept I have in mind. Right, we already have 2 stability, so we need one more for one of the missions. We're gonna get our troops. So I guess we could. Oh well, we nearly get the last one anyway. We're gonna do that. This stuff around here. Let's take away their stuff. Throw in the loyalty. And I think that's the only thing we currently want here. I mean, I could do, of course, Monopoly, but I actually don't like doing that. We could switch Fey alignment and stuff like that. But no. This one. Actually, I think here we're also gonna go do the increased levies for that extra manpower. I feel like as the elves, this is very important. We want that. And here we do patronage of the arts. Okay. Not gonna do a mission. So, I mean well, there's some more stuff to explain. Alright, so resources. I mean, this is all ancient forest, which has a few defensive penalties and bonuses. I guess defensive penalties or bonuses, that comes down to the same depending on from which side you look at. Also development cost and greed, which is sad. But we have that in every probably here basically. Now I have like I've mentioned these gladeways before. They are not really for development, they're just kind of passages that you can move through. and stuff like that. And then we have a very important thingy. We have these Also gladeways, but these are verdant links that have the modifier here. Now the reason why that is special is because these little bubble boys, that look like basically splashes of paint on the map, they are connected with each other. So basically meaning from this place on I could run to here, or here, or here, or here. So it's very important to control those so we can basically move around freely in the forest. And we do get a bonus for controlling them, we get a little of goods produced, so that's also important. There's one more thing here, that's with the exotic woods here in the forest, where when we are fair tuned, we get more local goods produced from them. But otherwise, I think that's basically everything. Of course, the last mission here, the United Deep Woods, is where we need to control a certain amount of stuff. Where we gain new missions, new traditions, and so on. I think another aspect of this is that we inherit all of our vassals as well. We will have to play with that, because this is gonna be something unpleasant later on. But we have talked enough now. Let's get rolling, I would say. And build our boys. There we have the initial loading, because all of these cultures need to be loaded. So there we go. We wait for one tick. Oh no, we don't. I lied. Another thing. Oh, this is a fucking good leader from the get-go. I like it. Another thing is we don't want these royal marriages. Because they're just gonna annoy me later on. Because after we are allied to all of these guys, it's gonna be very difficult to actually deal with that. But here we go. Because the verdant link is gonna break at some point, and then we want to actually beat these guys up. Alright, I should probably improve relations with one of these guys for the missions. Now I'm getting a little I need to get out of explaining mode and actually get into playing mode. So now we have our army, so we get a little bit of land maintenance reduction. War Council gives army tradition. Lovely. Now we need our core provinces, and here we need just money. So you have the spiked lock as allies. Which one are those? I think those are those. Do we care about that? I think we don't. You have one ally that is underwhelming. Then we're just gonna smash you. Because we're gonna crush their army fairly quickly. So we're gonna be happy about that. After all, our army has an improvement in quality, quite a large improvement. We also gain another thingy here, which is a little of infantry compatibility. So. Oh, don't tell me you run. Where are you running to? Don't tell me you're running here. Wait. You're also running to Vietroma. That's bullshit. Oh, I know where you're running. Yeah, forget it. Let's sit around here. The rituals we actually don't want to have like that. So standing around here hurts well enough. I mean, after all, these guys also get a bonus to attrition. So. We're gonna leave one dude here, and then we're actually gonna start crashing these reinforcements as quickly as possible. Now, of course, the first engagement was not the best kind of engagement, I say that. So, just all here. Let's go for the occupation. These guys have a few numbers, I'll give you that. And I feel like I should probably lead you towards a certain place. Okay, when are you gonna arrive? On the 4th. Yeah, these guys are gonna take that fight. After we do have a reinforcement speed reduction. Do you guys run here? Oh fuck, you're faster than I am. God damn it. Can you fucking decide where you want to go? I mean, at least I'm just gaining my stuff around here. I mean, these guys are also gaining their stuff. I mean, I keep getting locked in. God damn it. What is this cat and mouse game? I mean, of course, I would prefer to not, I mean, we might have the extra movement speed. Oh, there we go. That one's actually fairly pleasant. There we go. Crushed. This time, we took a far better engagement. These guys are not gonna get crushed, I think. No. But we're gonna send them packing. There's at least that. So we need 1,000 to get this stuff sieged. Now I think we've lost a lot of manpower here. A little bit unpleasantly. Overall. So we actually don't want too much conquest here. I think. You guys are dicks. Okay, I guess I'll do that. Because we don't want to immediately do this stuff. We don't want to immediately give them all back the territory, I would say. Because I want these guys to do a lot of stuff on their own. At least these guys are fighting against each other. They currently have the... Oh no, they don't have that special leader. That's good. It's also very good that these guys are fighting against each other. Okay, there they come back. So... Now if we conquer something for our allies, we're gonna get a little bonus there. After all, we are that helpful. Oh, look at that, we're missing so much stuff. I feel like complete thingy is gonna be difficult. There we go, a little splendor. Then you can go home. Lovely. Oh wow, 436. I'll take that. That's a lot better than this guy. Okay, change of plans then. So... Okay, you're gonna say no to that currently, but not for long. Yeah, I think I'm gonna conquer this for them at least. I don't want to fight this nation again, probably. Or do I? Do I care? Do I want them to... No, let's actually do it that way. I mean, the good thing is, these guys are never gonna attack us, in no way or shape. Right? Because, for the simple enough reason... Wait a second. How the fuck did you guys get that? Did the cursed howl just help you guys obtain that? That's just weird. Okay. I take it. There we go. See, and this is one of the first thingies where devastation reduction from our faith is quite useful, because we're gonna cause devastation around here, for we are turning these places into wood elven territory. Lovely. We're gonna do that real quick. And also something else I want to do. I just now forgot what it was. What did I want to do? Oh right, something that we didn't do last time, but we're gonna now do effectively. We're gonna throw out the goblins. We're also gonna throw out the orcs. So we're gonna click that real quick, so we have it already clicked. Now, we have the verdant link, so we have our connection to the next place we want to conquer. And the next place is gonna be probably Sap Chopper. You're allied with the Cursed Towel, which is a little bit unpleasant. Because the Cursed Towel is actually fairly strong. Blight Seeds and these guys. 12,000 dudes. Yeah, well, that is most certainly a number. I'm currently wondering if I should throw in more horses or if I should throw in more infantry. I mean, we currently have an infantry boost, and I think I do want money, so we're doing it that way. Now, one thing I usually do wrongly here is, or just overall in the game, I have to admit, is we just conquer like crazy. Usually, without any regards of if we should or not, which then ends up in most certainly in a little bit of a problem situation, where we either are far too fast for our missions and stuff like that, and the usual stuff. Alright, because we don't have manpower, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna discipline ourselves. Because I mainly want to reach a little bit of professionalism, so we can just select standards. It's also a way to gain troops, isn't it? What do we have here? Oh, we need a vessel. Okay. Now, I'm not sure why you were allowed to gain all of your territory back. I assume that was the Cursed Howl doing that. They just conquered the Verdant Link over here. So that's interesting. Nope, still not. Still don't want that. These guys are... okay, these guys are now full. I just want to say they're not full, but that's a lie. I mean, discipline also goes down. This is not gonna grow like ridiculously fast, so we'll have a little bit of respite. I mean, we're not gonna conquer a lot from these guys right away. We just want definitely the Verdant Link and one of their thingies here, so we can get our stuff, our one of the vessels. These guys just insult me because they're dicks. Also, this is one that you have to do. I'm not gonna do everything for you. Let the orcs fight amongst each other. We are just gonna focus on improving sale of titles. I'll take that extra stability. That's good. I need it for a mission. Right? Yes. Free stability. This one is gonna give us a little bit of bonuses, a little bit of development and settles refuge, which gives development construction and goods produced. Okay. I mean, waiting for 5 years is gonna take a while. I mean, these guys are gaining their thrill fairly quickly because we have the elven military. So that's at least nice. But we'll see if we're gonna wait for the full one. Current issue is these guys have these guys as allies, and they're usually very willing to join. These guys have... okay, they only have one ally here, and when Salamina would join with these beast eaters. Wait. Why would Salamina join? Oh, because of that. Well, the thing is, like, I don't care about Salamina, after all. Alright, actually, one thing that we could do is the Unsearly Ritual. Costs 10 admin, and for 5 years we get minus 0.2%. 100 admin. Do I want to spend that? I mean, it's 4 manpower, isn't it? Because after all, that's what this one does here. And combat improvements. I feel like I should just let that come from missions. Also, we don't have feudalism. We don't know what that is. We might be called prince, but that's far beyond us. Okay, they have just conquered this one here. Alright. Can announce me as their rival. Good for them. I want to wait further for this one. So we can attack these guys here. That's good. They only have Blightseed as an ally. But if and you have someone else as an ally. So we're gonna call in Salamina as well when we do that. And of course, one thing that we need to do is to occupy these verdant links right away. Otherwise Salamina's gonna say, "Ooh, don't mind if I do." Assumingly exactly like that. That's gonna be their thought process. But look at that. Look at how much, how quickly they gain the drill. Good old quality. Renaissance is also around, because it wants to be annoying. 3.3. Not sure how much this is actually gonna be in the end. Alright, we want to turn the leader into a thingy. Oh, there we go. This is one of the things that we didn't have last time. The racial, the expelling events. So basically, we are gonna throw out the minorities and the cultures here. And therefore we gain devastation, but well, we throw them out. So that's nice. They're slowly but surely. I'm not sure why they're coexisting at the moment. That's wrong. That's a lie. So this one we can do, and this one we can do as well. Now we only have the prosperity waiting. This one, of course, is gonna take a while. After all, when we constantly start wars, things will be a little bit wonky. I'll tell you that. Now we could also, of course, convert some stuff. But with the expelling that we're doing currently, when we throw out the culture, we actually also change the religion, which is very cool. So we save a lot of money and resources there. So we're gonna hold back with the converting. Oh, here was waiting. And we're not too far away. And I think it actually makes sense to get these guys on full strength. Or on nearly full strength. Because it ticks down very slowly, so we're gonna have a lot of time enjoying that. But hey. Oh, and see, there we go. This is also another bonus of doing that. We can also have another dude. Now we have infantry bonus, we're gonna get an infantry. Yeah, let's wait for one tick. Just to make sure that we have some more manpower running around. But also for future actions. These guys have not developed the stuff around here yet. I mean, we also have actually a Gladeway over here that we need to, at some point, deal with. At some point, not right now. And maybe some other faction tries to get in here from the outside. And we're gonna throw them out because we are wood elves and that is our forest. Back the fuck off. Something like that. Okay. Now, of course, later on with the next mission tree, with the United Deepwoods mission tree, we will have a certain we have certain plans. Let's phrase it like that. Because that mission tree actually splits off in 2 branches. And I already know which branch I want to go down. I mean, you might have realized with me already throwing out all the dwarves, all the goblins and the orcs out of the forest. So if you know what's coming for the deep woods, for the decisions there, you might have a slight feeling what I want to do. Okay, we were nearly there. One more tick. I get the manpower. So it's 2,800. That's worth it. Alright, you guys come over here. You can stand here. Let's wait for the morale to come back. And then we're gonna start this next war. We're gonna free our boys from the clutches of the greenskins. I mean, I guess... Okay, green orcs, green skins. I'll run with it. Alright, but before we do that, we're gonna end this episode here. So like always, like Cyranvar shenanigans, and like I mentioned, if there's any faction, anything you want me to play, just throw it in the comments. But I guess I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye!